And a pleasant good afternoon. It's a beautiful day now in Annapolis. Morning showers have given way to sunshine on a homecoming Saturday.
Trey Cummings may be the most resilient young man I've ever met.
He's a motivator. He's a lead out front type guy.
Trey is a strong individual. He's a very strong young man.
Getting through this experience is all a function of us working together. Perseverance. I told my mom, I'm gonna make you proud and I'm gonna do everything through y'all. My mother is a very strong human being. She's just somebody that I truly leaned on, and she's also somebody that I always wanted to be around. She was just the perfect mom.
Michelle was just that person that was raring to go. She was good at organizing and fundraising. As a football mom, Michelle was so proud that her son would be able to play Division I football.
I told my mom, hey Mom, I'm gonna be far. I know you don't like this, but I'm gonna do it.
Michelle laid out all the plus. It outweighed all her anxiety and negatives. And I said, yep, he's gonna be okay. We keep our kids in a good place, and we know that they can handle anything. Leading up to the induction day, we had met some great people. They were dropping off their kids, and we said we'll meet up later on and just have some conversation.
And so it was a celebratory moment to celebrate and hug and cry and, start getting our goodbyes, but see you laters in place.
And we was just celebrating our kids, having fun, talking and giggling. We said, well, let's say our goodbye. We all stood up. We were shaking hands, and Michelle was standing on my left side. As we were standing on the patio, we hear a gunshot ring out. And she was on the ground, not knowing that she had been shot. And we're doing everything possible to save her life. And then they pronounced her dead on the scene. And before I knew it, most of the coaching staff was on the scene showing support. And I explained to them that I needed to go up on the academy to tell Trey, but I need them to be with me so he can see the love and the family that he will have behind him as he goes through this journey.
As a chaplain, there are moments when you get a call in the middle of the night, and this was one of those nights. So I met Trey's dad actually first, and then I went and grabbed Trey with one of the other officers.
I just remember falling asleep, and I heard a knock on the door, and the first face I saw was Chaplain Short. She just told me to walk with her. I was clueless, didn't know what was going on. That's when my dad told me. Once he told me, I didn't believe it, because I've been with my mom for 18 years of my life. No, not right now. Once he told me, I bawled out crying on the floor, because I didn't know what else to do.
I couldn't tell you exactly what I said. I said I would. I know I said I would be there for him. I said I'm going to be here for you the whole way. And I meant it.
Trey had to make a decision whether or not he was going back to the academy.
It was very hard. I sat down with my dad and just asked him, hey, what if I don't go back? What's gonna happen? And he would always tell me, you gotta finish this, you gotta do this. This is what your mom will want. That played a big role, but also just knowing that I have my teammates too from the football team, and also the coaches, just to have my back too.
A lot of people look up to Trey for that, you know, not just players, not just students, teachers, coaches. I couldn't imagine.
He decided to come back and take all that on by himself. As much as people helped him, it was him and his thoughts and his soul in that fight.
He was steadfast, seemingly the whole way. And that's what blew me away. Now this is what my mom would have wanted.
Chaplain Short was a blessing. Whenever it's time where I needed to go to her office, I would always sit there for maybe like an hour, hour and a half, just talking to her. That relationship has definitely been something that I truly cherish.
He came and he showed up and he did what they asked him to do, and he did it the next day and the next day and the next day, and he's still doing it.
Trey realized there's people at the Naval Academy that care for him. He realized there are people here that love him, and we were going to be here for him to do whatever we needed to do.
I would say game days are definitely different, knowing that she's not in the stands. But I always talk to myself, just saying like, hey, Mom's still watching you.
It's just knowing you don't have that physical cheerleader in your ear, because I know Michelle would be in the stands screaming, yelling. My son didn't hold that person. Knock him down, Trey. She's proud right now, looking down on us.
I could just see her in my head, like wearing a navy blue shirt with the number 66 on it. She would be jumping for joy, and I bet she's jumping for joy in heaven right now.